Welcome everyone, and I hope you're doing well. Well done. Welcome to this West Ham United versus Manchester City watch-along. As you can see, to my left, I've got Tishi M, and to my right, I've got, go on, say it loud.
Jacob.
Hey, look, we've got the family. This is the first one. Big up to you all watching right now. If you're watching later, hope you're doing well. We've got a watch along right here for the West Ham United versus Manchester City game. But yeah, this is exciting. I haven't put this out, so we haven't got anyone in the comments just yet. I made this stream not too long ago, but let's big up everyone. Big up Tishi, big up Jacob. How are you doing? I was looking at the wrong sides. Look at that. We got Rich in the place.
Hey, Rich.
What are you going to say to Rich? You saying big up Tish and Jacob?
Hi.
Hey, Pax.
Big up Pax in here as well. The TTF fam in the building. Yes, we got the TTF fam here. We got the TTF fam in the comments as well. Hope you're all keeping good. And yeah, did you watch that Manchester United game, guys? Because yeah, I'm sure this is where Paxton leaves the chat. Yeah,
sorry, Pax, but everyone was happy here. So Pax.
What are you snitching? Are you telling him? Nah, Pax, we were gutted for you, really. Nah, Pax knows how it is. He knows how it is. But big up yourself, Pax. I hope you're all keeping good. And guys, I'm just getting the lineups ready. One sec, Jacob. Just getting the lineups ready for you guys. I've got everything all sorted. I haven't really. I know I'm a little bit late once again, but you know how it goes. But I hope you're all keeping good, everyone. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. The Premier League, the first weekend of the Premier League. How have you all found it? Has it been? I know in terms of if you're a Manchester United fan, I know what you're going to say, and in terms of that, and it's not great for you. But the football being back, I've really enjoyed it. Of course, I have. I'm being selfish here because Arsenal did win. Of course, we beat Crystal Palace. You guys joined me with that for me. I know Rich didn't. Big up yourself, man. He went to the game. And yeah, I saw Rich what he said. He sent a message and he said losing to Arsenal isn't all that bad after all. I'm just getting the lineup sorted for you right now, just so that I can bring them up on screen because we're approaching kickoff, fast approaching kickoff. Make sure if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. I was looking at the wrong camera the whole time. I'm trying to get used to this new studio setup, you see. So yeah, I've kind of changed things a little bit. I'm sure you can see in here too. Big up my brother M in here as well. Big up you guys. Man United are just banter. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point during this watch along. I'm sure we will talk probably about it most of the time. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. It's true, Rich. Disconnected. At least I actually felt anger this game. That's something, I suppose. Yeah. No, we've already done them. Anger is better than apathy, which is what you felt. And for those of you just wondering, like, what does he mean by apathy? Apathy is when you feel numb to the whole situation and you don't even care anymore, which is what Paxton felt and a lot of Manchester United felt last season when you were losing games. It was just like, yep, so normal. I'm used to it. So yeah, repping the uni kit. Yeah, true. From the old one from the back in the day. I was wearing a jumper and I thought, you know what, why not? You've still got the stuff, so you may as well wear it, innit? Our title challenge starts next season. Big up my brother Vibes in here as well, who's locked in. Didn't know Worcester Sauce had a university. yeah, they did. And that's what they used to sing as well. They used to chant that a lot about Worcester. Yeah, I'd rather be a sauce than about other Gloucester. You know what I mean? Gloucester. Well, yeah, what is it? Gloucester cheese? Is that what they've got? But let me try and get these lineups up for you. This is a little bit of a rushed one. If you haven't seen it already, big up everyone who's locked in for this Manchester City versus West Ham United versus Manchester City. And here are the lineups. Wrong background. Look at this amateur stuff. What do you want to say? You can say it out loud. Don't worry.
So we've got these lineups.
Yeah, come here. All right then. Wait there. Okay, so you can have a look on screen if you want. Have a look on here on the big screen. You can read them out.
All right. That's interesting.
Have a look on the big one. The one up here. Look up.
Oh. Okay.
For West Ham in goal, we have
Fabianski.
Nice and loud and clear.
Fabianski.
And then at right back,
Kufal,
Yep.
who plays him at number 5, number 4, Zuma, and number 2, Johnson in central defence, and Cresswell as the left back, is it?
Yep, carry on. You're doing perfect. And in
And
midfield,
Suchek, I don't know how to say it.
Suchek, you're close. And next to him,
And Declan Rice.
hey, you know his first name as well.
Yeah.
My this is even my football boy, man. And then on the right wing, we have
Jared Bowen, and we have Lazzini and whatever that.
say it
position is.
louder so they can hear.
Lazzini
Lanzini, yep.
and Fornals.
Fornals, Pablo Fornals. And then up top, we have
Antonio, number 9.
exactly. And in
And
goal,
for Man City, this is.
yeah, say it loud so they can hear you. They probably can't hear you.
Edison in goal for Man City. Walker in the right back position. Diaz and
Okay.
Ake
Close.
in central. And we've got Cancelo playing on
Loud,
the...
keep going loud.
And we've got Cancelo playing at the right back.
Left back position.
Left back. And we've got Gundogan,
Rodri.
Rodri, and
De Bruyne.
playing in midfield.
And then the rest, we have Phil Foden, Erling Haaland and Jack Grealish. So
both teams have their number 9s playing.
exactly. I'll read it through again just in case you wasn't able to hear him initially. Lucas Fabianski in goal, Kufal right back, Zuma. I think Ben Johnson will be playing left back, and it will be Aaron Cresswell playing in that centre-back position. It's going to be interesting how they match up against Erling Haaland for sure. And then in midfield, we have Souček and Rice, you know, the normal combination, the normal pairing. I kind of like this Man City kit, by the way, people. I've not seen it. It's their 3rd kit.
Maybe.
It looks all right. What do you think, Jacob? Would you like the kit?
Well, it's a nice kit.
Yeah, it is decent. And then
It kind of looks like it would look like a Brentford kit, really, for me.
Brentford, they don't wear yellow, Jacob. But they wear similar, but yeah, it's not that type of green or yellow, whichever. See, that's a debate right there. We have Lanzini in the attacking mid. We have Bowen at right wing, and then we have Pablo Fornals in on the left with Antonio up top as the game is about to kick off. Then for Manchester City, Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Grealish, Haaland, and Foden right there. This is going to be an interesting one, people, because if you've got Haaland in your fantasy team, you're going to be happy. You're laughing. But if you don't, we're just hoping that he doesn't do well. You're hoping that he doesn't score today because we're trying to get him for the next one. What's your thoughts, Jacob? What's your prediction on this game? Who do you think is going to win?
1-0 to Man City. And the reason I'm going...
Who's scoring?
Oh, scorer Erling Haaland.
Hope you're wrong.
Maybe.
He's in your team, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's see what you guys are saying after in the chat. It's been a while. Is that Drew? No, it's not. It's Jacob. My other nephew had Drew on Friday, and now Jacob's in. Red Leicester cheese, that's it. No, it's Jacob there, yeah, exactly. Love this little man. Love the glasses, little man. Social says he loves your glasses. What are you going to say?
Thank you.
Yeah, big up yourself. Better than most Sky Sports commentary already. You hearing that?
Thank you.
The game has kicked off, by the way, people. I forgot to put the banners up.
Yeah.
The game has kicked off. We're a minute in already.
All right, and obviously the score's 0-0, or it would have gone away.
Why is someone from Wolves with an Aston Villa background, Martin, would be so proud of you? Big up to Jacob and his sidekick. Apparently, I'm your sidekick, says Bobby. Well, you can say hello to Bobby, and what do you want to say to that comment?
Hi, thank you. That's so funny.
I think, is this a corner already for West Ham United? I think it is. Big up Sartvik in the place. Hope you're well. Nice seeing you, and I'm sure you're feeling happy after that big win. And then Vibes says, big up the little one. What are you going to say to Vibes?
Thank you. What I was just about to say while this corner gets ready.
Yeah.
That Cancelo's moved to number 7. Edmund and Tereak don't even like it.
Yeah, because number 7 as a fullback is just wrong. Corner whipped in already. Zuma heads it back post. Bowen gets a shot off blocked.
Whoa.
West Ham United causing Manchester City problems early on. Back in. Antonio over the bar.
If that had gone in, then that would be... Yeah, that would be...
Oh, yeah, so they can see you properly now. Big chance already. What a way to start this game for West Ham. But Manchester City holding up strong. We've got to remember with West Ham United, they are a very physical side, and bringing in a Gianluca Scamacca, forward will certainly improve their physicality. Will Scamacca and Antonio play together, or are they going to? I mean, because Antonio used to be a winger, and he's played right wing back, and Edison's down already.
What happened?
I'm not too sure. He might have got caught in the face with an elbow or something. Let's see what he said. Kings in the chat says Jacob needs to take over this channel. I rate him higher than T, you know. What have you got to say? Look at it. You got him. You got him blushing. What you got to say to King?
Thank you.
Do you think that you should take over this channel and forget me?
Maybe.
See that?
Haaland's on screen.
I guess Ed gave up trying to convince him to support Wolves. Wants to see him happy. Tell Vibes what team you support.
I do support Wolves.
Yeah. He gave up his happiness there, Vibes. He did. Big up, Ed. I like that comment, though. I imagine Ed having an argument with Pep over the shirt number. It's that serious for him. They know what Daddy's like, don't they?
Yeah.
But does Daddy like think that shirt numbers are so important? That he loves shirt numbers, doesn't he?
Well, what he does on FIFA careers, that like he always just changes the numbers every single day.
Oh yeah. On FIFA career mode, he's like, you have to change this number.
Oh, Man City have a throw in.
Yeah, yes, they do. Come on. What else? How have you found this game so far in the opening? Who's been the better side, would you say?
Well, West Ham, because their attacking play was better all over the place. I don't think Man City's defensive work is going to be good enough.
I think you're right, Jacob. I don't know. Well, you know what? That's what King agrees. King says that because when I was having a conversation with King, he said he's a bit worried about this back line for Man City with Ake next to Ruben Diaz. Yeah, so I think people agree with you there that the problem at this Manchester City side, if there is any issues, is certainly at the back. They don't look as strong at the moment. Do you know who else plays centre-back for Manchester City? Who's another player? You know John Stones?
Oh.
He plays for England as well.
Oh, does he?
As Grealish attacks down the left, he plays it into Gundogan. Manchester City having their first bit of... the first time they've entered the final third of West Ham, and Grealish tries to cross one in, deflected into the hands of Fabianski. I think it might be right that Ben Johnson is playing centre back. So wait there, 1 second. Ben Johnson is playing in that right centre back role, and Zuma's playing left centre back. What was you going to say, Jacob? Sorry.
Well, maybe this might be that we've got this might be interesting because if Haaland's attack goes well, I know a load of people put him in their fantasy football teams. So that put Haaland people. So basically people are counting on this game to get their fantasy football teams up.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. What does Vibe say here? You can read the comment out.
Don't worry, I support a worse team.
Do you know who Vibe supports?
No.
Manchester United.
Oh. Well, they finished above Wolves that season, so.
see, you two have been nice to each other. Vibes is never usually this nice to me. Big up, Mom. Look, who's that? Grandma in the building. What does Grandma say? Read out the comment. I'll let you read it out.
Hello, my two boys, proud mama and granddad.
You're moving the studio. Stop touching that.
Hello, my two boys, proud mama and grandma.
Not wrong there, Vibes. Paxton McTominay against Liverpool. Man, you're scaring me. Big up Know-How in the place. He says, shh, nobody mention United. We already have. I'm sorry. And we probably will. Even more than Manchester City in this game, unless Manchester City. I was just talking about, I don't know. I got a bit excited over Grealish then. Pause.
I feel like the departure of Raheem Sterling's affecting Man City's attack as well.
Okay, so you think that they'll miss Raheem Sterling this season?
Yeah.
To be fair to Raheem Sterling, he looked sharp against Everton yesterday. If any of you caught the game, Chelsea as a whole, though, they were poor. They were very poor, but it's just Everton were worse. You know, they had an injury hit team at that point. Yep. It was quite poor in that sense. So what you guys say to the people in the chat?
Bye.
Tell them to like and what?
Bye. Like and subscribe.
Big up. Oh, man. I need to sort out the studio. Big up yourself, man. You coming in or?
No, I'm going to go.
Are you going now?
Yeah.
I'll catch you in a bit, man. Do you want to say hello to everyone in the chat first? Go on. Camera's there.
Yeah, what are we saying?
Big up Ed's in here as well.
With my sunburn from the Commonwealth Games.
That's it. I'm telling you, Jacob knows ball. I might have to recruit him.
He's got no chance, King. He has to. He has to like it.
It's true. Hopefully Varane is playing with Martinez instead of Maguire at least. Yeah, tell him what we thought about Martinez.
He looked bang average. Danny Welbeck had him on toast for most of the game, and he wasn't even making difficult runs.
Nah. And Danny Welbeck,
not impressed at all.
It wasn't a good performance from Martinez defensively. Yeah, big problems there. Big up Steve in the place as well, saying hello, Jacob. Nice to meet you. Big up Niall in here. Big up, bro. Who's that, Tereak? Is that your son, mate? It's not my son.
Mine.
It's Ed's son. Yeah, it's my nephew. How can I mirror Jacob's FPL picks?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Not yet. Don't gas him up that much.
Cross to the back post. Headed away. Paxton, Ten Hag says, I saw a team who stuck together and battled. At least we created chances. And the first chance of the game with Bruno Fernandes.
That was a big miss.
Ten Hag starting to make me worried. I agree. He's talking quite positive there.
Oh, what's he going to do? He can't come out and... He can't throw them under the bush yet, can he?
Quidmaster Ed in the house. Hey, big up everyone. But yeah. Are you gone now, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, love you, man.
All right, like and subscribe.
Yeah, we got from one.
4 more to go, 4 more.
4 more people. So hopefully we can get there at some point. Yeah, can we get there by next week? That would be good if we could. I still need to sort the studio out. I need to lift myself up. I'm a bit too far down. It was a bit of a rushed one, people. Apologies, because you know, you ain't got family around in the house. You know, especially with me. Family man. You know what I'm saying? Yo. What go on there? What go on for that? There we go. I think that should be better. I think that should work. Yeah, that should be fine. But here is João Cancelo on the ball now. Let's have a look at the Manchester City. Let's have a look at the statistics of this game. How is everything? Is the audio sounding okay? I know the Wi-Fi is moving a little bit dodgy at the moment. I need to still get this up on the stream. It says the Wi-Fi in the top corner was moving a little bit mad. Have I froze? Am I back? I think I am. I know I'm not even quite central either. But yeah. There we go. Am I a bit more central now? I think so. Apologies, a bit of a shambles, but we're there. In terms of the statistics, stats, 80% Manchester City. They're just having their foot on the ball, dominating it at the moment. Here's Rodri. It's a very small Grealish. Oh, Kufal caught him late. That switch to Foden. Foden playing on the right wing. He played a lot on the right wing for England. I didn't think he was particularly impressive out on the right. He looks way better off the left, Phil Foden. Grealish still down her, holding his foot. Seems to be in a bit of pain here. Or is he just milking it for the ref? Ooh. I think he might have caught him. It might be a sore one for Jack Grealish. Ooh, yeah. It's a bit of a high foot. It should be a yellow card. Looking at that one should be a yellow. Did Michael Oliver even play an advantage? I'm not even too sure. That's surely got to be a yellow card. I know it's early on, but it's late. He caught him very late there, Kufal. That's got to be a yellow card. Oh, perfect. Big up yourself vibes. Is Foden tackled by Zuma? Breaks out to the edge for Cancelo, but Bowen closes him down. And I think this is how the pattern of the game is going to go. It's going to be West Ham just trying to counter-attack Manchester City. Antonio, hopefully, you know what, for West Ham's sake, they're going to hope that Mikel Antonio is looking sharper than he was towards the end of the season. If he emulates that last season's form, you know, then boy, he's pretty decent then, because he started the season off really well. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, he started the season off pretty well, but then at the end of it, he kind of fell off, and it was more to do with that West Ham didn't have an alternative to Antonio. He's playing a lot of games, playing in the Europa League, traveling with Jamaica, and you know Antonio's body. He does get a lot of injuries, and he's prone to an injury, so he's probably playing for a lot of that with like knocks and niggles. But because West Ham didn't have another striker that was good enough, they didn't even have another striker full stop, because the likes of Vlasic and Ben Rama are playing there. But here's Declan Rice now carrying the ball forward, intercepting it. Now it's back into Declan Rice, but the pass from Lanzini got him stretching, and it's intercepted by Walker. Paxton's Ten Hag asked if the club needs more players. We could do with the players. We could do better with the players we had. Yikes. De Bruyne on the edge. Strikes, drags it wide. Should do better there, Kevin De Bruyne. But if Ten Hag's talking like that already, it's not looking good. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is moving a bit crazy today. Is it at all, or is it just StreamYard moving a little bit mad? Yeah, where's that flashing? Yeah, I think it is the Wi-Fi. But once again, Jack Grealish out to Kevin De Bruyne. Whips it into the back post, into the hands of Fabianski. But you don't, let's be honest, people, you don't want to hear that. That's not what you want to hear from your manager. Yeah. Not when you're in Manchester United situation. Because even after Arsenal's win, Arteta's there putting on the pressure and telling Arsenal fans, don't worry, we've still got more players to add into this squad. Because as Arsenal fans, we know if we're going to get to the targets or reach the targets that we need better squad depth in certain areas, like that central midfield, like cover for Saka on the right. And to be honest, I still think we need a cover for Thomas Partey, but it looks like Arteta and Arsenal have made this decision to just keep El Nene for that this season, and try and address that next summer. Which, if Thomas Partey stays fit and out of trouble, then we should be okay. If he stays fit, we will be okay for this season. But you know, it's a big if. It's a massive if. How is everything? I'm just trying to make sure. Oh no. Messing around, causing trouble, causing havoc. I'm just trying. I can see it like kind of flashing a little bit, but I think it might be a bit better now. It's just me moving all over the place. So yeah, Gonzalo Guedes is going to Wolves. In terms of the caliber of the player, vibes, it's a good caliber that they're attracting. He's coming from a struggling Valencia side. I will be totally honest though, I haven't watched enough of him over the recent years. When I saw him break onto the scene when he was young and he was a teenager, he looked very good then. Quite raw, but I don't know if his game's a bit more refined now. How old is Gonzalo Guedes actually? How old is he now? Because it was a few years ago when he was a teenager. So he shouldn't be too much old. He's 25. So yeah, he's in the prime of his career now. He should be entering those prime years or in it. So yeah, if anyone's watched him, anyone's seen him recently, let me know how good of a signing that is for Wolves. Seems like a good one. Wolves might have to go to play in Portugal. Portugal Wolves, that's what we call them. Portugal Wolves. That's what it is. Even they had the whole Portugal, a kit as their third kit last season. Was it their third or the away? One of them. Screen keeps freezing, but audio coming through. Big up, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, because I can see the sign. It's saying in the top left, like with the Wi-Fi saying a bit dodgy, it's a bit unstable. Hopefully it should be all sorted now. It's probably because we've got quite a few people in the house. using the internet. What they call it? Broadband. Forget. No, yeah. When a lot of people are using the internet, what's it called now? Anyways, boring. Guedes will definitely add double digits in terms of goals for this Wolves team. If that happens, that's good, because that was their biggest issue, Pax, last season, was having goal scorers other than Jimenez. And Jimenez didn't have a great season. First season back after that, that life-threatening injury. So it was always going to be a difficult one. Pedro Neto, he was out of the side a lot after his career-threatening injury. So they were quite unfortunate having injuries to their key players. Adama Traore, even when he's at his best, doesn't score enough goals or get enough assists for a player of his caliber in terms of his quality and the threat he poses. And the midfielders, they don't score enough. I know Neves, he pops up with a couple, but he's not, you wouldn't say he's one of their key goal threats. Set pieces, they still need to get more off for set pieces now that Romain Saiss has left too. He scored quite a few, Romain Saiss. So if they're adding another attacker, another goal-scoring threat, that's good for Wolves. Pedence, he was one of their better players last season too. But how they ended off the season and how they fell off was a lot to do with their attack and their goals drying up. So if they can get Gonzalo Guedes to get, 10 plus GAs in goals and assists, then that's a decent signing for 30 million? Decent, not too bad at all. But the switch there from Foden to Grealish, Man City really asserting their dominance on this game. Grealish tries to find Haaland, headed away, but he works his way to Foden, into De Bruyne. They are crossing the ball a lot more now, Manchester City, from these wide areas than they were last season, trying to find Erling Haaland, their big number 9 striker, the biggest signing of the summer, you'd say, out of all the European leagues, with a player of his age, his previous goal-scoring record for Salzburg and Dortmund. Would you say, when I said that, I thought Robert Lewandowski came to mind, but because of the point in the career that Lewandowski's at, you'd say Haaland is the bigger one with more like expectation and how Manchester City, if they're chasing that Champions League, he's going to be someone who's going to be key if they are going to win it, I do believe, in the next few seasons. If they don't win it this season, then boy, we'll have to wait and see. But Manchester City certainly adapting their style for this, more of a, I wouldn't say he's a target man as much, but someone who is more of a goal scorer in the box and gets into areas where Jesus, De Bruyne when he played in false 9, but here's Cancelo now, in between the lines, gets it outright to Foden, cutting on that left foot into Haaland, who stretches, and it's just beyond Erling Haaland. But Manchester City are knocking on that door, and they're getting closer and closer. And it's at this moment, it only seems like a matter of time until they score, until one of these crosses meets the head of Haaland. But they're getting much, much closer. And and guys, this is why I think Haaland's still going to bang, because Foden, Grealish, De Bruyne, they're crossing to Erling Haaland, and we know they have the quality to put it on a sixpence, to put it right on his head, and the positions he's taking up. De Bruyne tries to play it over the top to Johnson, and Haaland putting him under pressure. Grealish into Haaland now. Still Haaland, Grealish on the edge. Gets out to De Bruyne. West Ham are struggling here. But here's De Bruyne to Gundogan. Now they're just keeping the ball. West Ham have got 10 players behind the ball, switched out left to De Bruyne now. De Bruyne whips it in towards Haaland, punched away by Fabianski. Players are down. Fabianski's down. I'm sure it's going to be a foul, but they keep trying to find Erling Haaland at every single occasion in this game. 11 goals and 6 assists in 36 games last season. If he can bring that, if he can translate that into the Premier League in his first season, it's a good season. I would say, 17 goals and assists. That's not bad. Guedes played left wing over 100 times. Second position, playing on the right 65 times. Second striker 51. So he's very versatile. He can play across that whole front three. Played most of his games on the left, but I can see Wolves potentially playing him on the right, possibly Pax, him and Neto rotating, because Neto also plays off the right. He's played a few games there too. So having that fluid front three and in behind Jimenez, I think that's a good signing. I think it's something that Wolves fans can be excited about. Don Juan, big up yourself. Let's all laugh at Man United. Hey, the Don Juan, not the Man United fans in this chat. Not the Man United fans in this chat, but a lot of Man United fans were telling me that Ten Hag, they're going to finish above Arsenal, you know, this and that. I know it's first game of the season, still got a long way to go, but I just try to say to Man United fans, guys, be patient. It's not going to be a quick fix. Ten Hag, yeah, you could have anyone as your manager, but sorting with managing these types of players with this mishmash, yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to. Only Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 31 degrees by pitch side. Very hot at the moment in London. Is it that hot here? I'm wearing a jumper, for goodness sakes. Big up my brother CM. Man, like Tereak, hope you're feeling better, bro. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Allergy problems, you know, because it's moving mad. The heat is moving mad. But yeah, large up to yourself as well. Hope you're keeping well, my brother. And yeah, we don't need to talk about it. We'll save that for another time. The elephant in the room in Manchester United. Got to respect Fabianski. Still performing for West Ham. How old is Fabianski? Let's have a look at that. Lucas Fabianski. He is 37 years of age. Still performing at a high level. Former Arsenal goalkeeper. He was strong dealing with that cross there, but he picked up a little bit of a knock. That's both keepers early on. Guys, this possession stat I'm looking at right now, have a look at this. 83% Manchester City. Look at that. 83%. This is crazy. This is crazy. I've told you this game has been dominated by City. People telling Brush he was negative for saying we ain't Champions League. Deluded fan base. Pax. Absolutely spot on. Brush knows that he knows the assignment that he has. Brush got the assignment. I know a lot of Man United fans have as well. Roland certainly did. And so certainly does. And Vibes, he does too. Pax, I know you definitely do as well, of course. The Man United fans, a lot of them, the majority of them I know, understand that this is going to be a long process. And you just got to be patient with Ten Hag. You got to trust him as well. And you know, talking about patience, it's all well and good if your board is going to back him and really give him the best support system, because a workman is only as good as his tools. But you know, a good work, you know, as the other saying goes, a good workman never blames his tools. But let's be real. When you're a manager, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do with a certain player. And this team, it doesn't suit this current squad for Man United. Doesn't suit a philosophical manager who's going to have the team all playing in one way, because it's such a mishmash of players. You got Ferguson players there. You've got Van Gaal. Yeah, it's just long. It's long. Big up Luca in the place as well. Manchester City possession, because it's the players they got. Yeah, and the manager as well. You know, the whole system, the structure. This is how many years are we into now? Pep Guardiola and his football. It's not just because of the players, because you can have high quality players and it still doesn't work well because they don't understand where each position they're going to take. But that's why Pep Guardiola is so methodical with his approach. And it takes time to get to know and to basically know where each player is going to stand. This is when people are laughing at Mikel Arteta when he was talking about when you got to memorize. You know, you shouldn't even have to look. You should know where each player is when the ball is in this area of the pitch. That's how it should be. And that's how the top teams operate. That's why we had Glazer protests before the game. Oh, did you? I didn't even know that. There was Glazer protests. I didn't even know. But these protests don't affect the Glazers. It doesn't seem to. Man City just keeping possession in and around. It only feels like a matter of time until they score. West Ham aren't posing a threat and haven't done so for a while now. Offside. Gundogan's offside. He's surely offside, but it's a goal for Manchester City. But Gundogan was offside indeed. The flag raised late, so that's why I didn't really get too excited about it. He looked like a mile offside to me. Let's have a look. Good link-up play from Haaland. I think he actually tries to find Grealish for the 1-2. Gundogan has to leave. I don't know. Kufal probably would have got there. Yeah. The pass wasn't intended for Gundogan. I don't actually believe. I think he tried to play it to Grealish, but Gundogan was closer to Gundogan. Fabianski down. I'm not sure if he can carry on, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure if... Yeah, Fabianski looks like he's going to be coming off. Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to carry on. Glazers will only sell when they have milked our club dry. Yeah, exactly that. They are milking it, taking out dividends even this summer. All the attention has to be on them. Yeah, Fabianski's not going to be able to carry on. There's an early substitution for West Ham. Alphonse Areola comes in goal. It's not a bad backup keeper to be having, though, is it? Alphonse Areola. He's had to bide his time. He's had to be patient. He didn't. Well, he got a lot of Europa League minutes last season. But yeah, Alphonse Areola comes on for Lucas Fabianski. If you haven't done so already, people, like. It really does help the channel, and we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So yeah, really appreciate you all locked in right now. We've got 8 people live. Big up all of yourselves in here. We're on 12 at the moment. 496, 4 more away. 4 more away. Why do my knuckles look like I've been in a fight? Nah. 16% possession for West Ham. 16%. This game's very much one-sided. Man City are on the ball again here. Grealish driving, trying to bring them forward. He's got Cancelo to his left. He will play it to him at some point. He has now. Players arriving into the box of Man City. Cancelo takes it down the left, cuts inside of Kufal, absolutely sends him. The cross is beyond Haaland, headed away by Cresswell. Walker tries to find Foden, but Cresswell intercepts. But Man City win it back again. They're just relentless. And now Antonio is down. And I think Antonio is injured as well. He's holding his knee. Oh, it's not good for West Ham at the moment. Antonio's already got strapping on that knee. It's already heavily strapped. So possibly could have had an injury going into this game. And yeah, it's just not worked. It's not sorted itself out. And it's another injury for West Ham. It's not been a... And do you know what? This poses the question. I want to speak to you guys in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. Is it because of the quick turnaround we've had? We had internationals just before the preseason started. The players only had a couple of weeks at most. Oh, yeah, it's the landing. It's the landing. I think he may have tweaked one of his ligaments in the knee, or it could be in the patella, who knows. But it's not looking good for Antonio. Another injury for West Ham. They could be using 2 out of their 3, not 3 whole substitutions, but 3 stoppages to make substitutions in the game already. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to carry on after this, you know. We'll have to see. He's going to try and come back on, Mikel Antonio, but we'll have to see. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think it is because the players have been rushed back so quickly because of this short turnaround, because we've got the World Cup starting and we're trying to fit so many games, player welfare? It's a conversation we need to have. We're seeing Everton pick up quite a few injuries. Koulibaly getting cramp in like the 50th minute. It was stupid. Players already being out with a lot of injuries. I know injuries are a common theme in football. It's very common to get them. But it seems like they are happening more frequently than usual. Everton getting Connor Cody on loan to buy from Wolves is another strange move. Yeah, it is another one. But I think because of their injury crisis, they picked up at the back with Mina picking up an injury as well. And Godfrey with that horrific one he picked up yesterday. Seems like they were linked with him anyway, and now they're certainly going to need him if they're going to continue with that back three. Big up Bobby saying West Ham know what they're doing there, letting City think they're the better side. Psychological games here from the Hammers. I hear what he's saying. They are trying to, just soak up the pressure and trying to have a threat on the counter and trying to catch City cold. That's how David Moyes operates really in these types of games. But they are in dangerous territory. Haven't done in the last 5 minutes, but they were getting a bit too close for comfort at that stage, I would say. So they didn't have as much control as they have in the last 5 minutes previous to that. Terrible. That guy needs to become a physio for himself. Yeah, he picks up quite a few. He played a lot of games last season without injuries and played quite consecutively. Here's Walker now. De Bruyne tries to find Haaland, but Walker is too heavy. The pass for Haaland or Walker, and Alphonse Areola comes to claim. 33 minutes in. This will probably be Antonio's last big season, or will he be more of a Vardy type? Yeah, true. I think he does a lot though, doesn't he? In terms of the team and what he provides to the team for West Ham. I know Jamie Vardy runs a channel as well, but he does a lot of defensive work, set pieces, drops in deep, goes out wide, puts crosses into the box for West Ham. So probably he's still not walking he's not the most comfortable so far. 3 shots each, 0 on target for both sides. Both sides have 3 shots, but none on target. More games definitely plays a part. 1 or 2 more games a year, at least, it seems. Yeah, it's getting more ridiculous. You know why I said that, T, lol. True. Yeah, I do. The West Ham side of you coming out. Definitely. Big up Wilf in the place. Sup, bro. TTF from Sonny Dulwich. Big up yourself. You watching Dulwich Hamlet? Is that what you're watching? Big up yourself, Wilf. Hope you're keeping good. Yeah, it's very warm today. It's warm in London as well. But here's Gundogan. Finds Haaland. Haaland. Foul. Offside penalty. Definite penalty there. Erling Haaland nips in ahead of Alfonso Areola. And a penalty for you know who, Manchester City. Erling Haaland picks up the ball as well. Great pass from Gundogan down the channel. Erling Haaland, too quick, too fast. And he picks up a penalty. And will this be Haaland's first Premier League goal? Or will it be Kevin De Bruyne taking the penalty? We'll have to wait and see. It's a definite foul. Areola, he goes there, he reaches out, and yes, it's definitely a penalty. Stonewall pen. Pat, speaking of Stonewall pens, Lisandro Martinez. What was the Man United? Hey, be careful. You're gonna upset people now. You're gonna upset them. Will. But penalty here. Erling Haaland is going to take it as well. Will he score? Strikes, puts it into the back of the net, sends Areola the wrong way, and he does the big old celebration. Goal for Manchester City. Erling Haaland has given Man City the lead, and he scored his first Premier League goal. Who would have doubted this man to not score goals in the Premier League? This is what he does for Manchester City, linking up well, in off the post. He kisses it off of that left, off to his left post. Oof. Keeper had no chance. Good penalty. Very good from Erling Haaland. And he scored his first goal for City. And he won the penalty. He scores it. Man City 1-0 up. Man City take the lead. It's just too easy. It's too easy. Manchester City. Come on, they deserve it. They certainly do deserve this lead. I remember a certain Norwegian having a good game here at the London Stadium as well. That was with no fans, our captain. But it's a very good, it's a good run. Great pass from Gundogan. Excellent ball by Ilkay Gundogan to find Erling Haaland. It's just too quick for Alphonse Areola. And you can't lie. They've deserved this lead. It's a good start from City. And here's Gundogan. And look at this. Look at where their fullbacks are playing. They're in line with the central midfielder. And this is very similar to how Mikel Arteta has set up Arsenal now. Look at Cancelo playing in midfield. That's where a certain Alexander Zinchenko was as well. This is where the similarities are aligning. Good ball down the channel for Erling Haaland, sending Ben Johnson there. Holds it up well, Haaland. Plays it back to Foden. Foden tries to find the run of De Bruyne. He looked like he was caught late there. Free kick to Manchester City. And they're purring at the moment. The citizens are purring. Bit sus that was. Big up everyone in the place right about now. Fabianski better. Yeah, I've seen Fabianski make those sort of errors too. But yeah, Moss says to tell you money. Money for what? Money for what? This is why I want Jesus taking our pens. More chance of getting 20 goals. That's a big lad. Arteta can only copying Pep. Had to get one shot back. Oh, yeah, true. Oh, in terms of Manchester United. Okay, I think that's what you're saying. I think that's what Moss is saying. But free kick here. Kevin De Bruyne standing over it. Tereak Ray back again. Big up my brother Matt G. Ooh. Yeah, it's true. This is why Jesus needs to take pens. More of a chance of him getting 20 plus goals. I read that comment out before and he didn't process. But he's not going to get 20 plus goals if he's not taking pens. I'm telling you now. A striker to do 20 plus non-penalty goals is ridiculous. Heung-min Son, I think he's probably the only one who's done that of late. But yeah, for me, he's going to have to take penalties if he's going to get to that. But Haaland off the mark already early on in his Premier League career. Who's laughing now? The Liverpool fans that were laughing last week. But here's Gundogan driving forward, switches it out to Foden. Brilliant. He's had a great start, Ilkay Gundogan. Foden dances past Pablo Fornals, dinks it to the back post, headed away by Souček. Bowen's there to clear. Oh, what is that? What is that high foot by Ruben Diaz there? That's stupid. Is Ruben Diaz moving a bit sus now, people? I know Man City won the league last season, but Ruben Diaz, yeah. That's stupid. What? I don't even know what he tried to do there. That's a big lad. Yeah. Only Arteta only copying Pep. Had to. Yeah, he had to. Timo Werner going back to Leipzig. Chelsea getting mugged off from every striker they've had since Drogba. Diego Costa was their last best striker, but even he kind of mugged them off a little bit too. He had a falling out with Conte. What Conte told him to leave by text. Yeah, that's your man. And that's Spurs' manager. This is what I'm saying. People, be careful. It can how it can go well with Conte just as quickly it can go bad. And we saw it when they lost 6-0 to City. Big up Anthony. Of course, his first goal has to be a penalty. Come on, you hammers. Big up yourself, Anthony. I know you're going to be saying that. Oh, here's Grealish. He's done well there on Kufal. Grealish has had a good start to this game too. Cancelo picks up the ball now. Cancelo tries to nutmeg Kufal. It was stupid there. Should just let Grealish. Grealish was doing the work there. But man, they can't get out. They cannot get out at all. Haaland only scored Come on, people. So, he won the penalty, Luca. He won the penalty. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a penalty goal is a goal at the end of the day. And I think he'll score another in this game. I honestly do. West Ham are struggling to handle him at the moment. West Ham are not scoring today. It don't seem like it. Rich, in the second half, they're going to have to come out much better. And they literally just sat in 85% possession for Manchester City. This is ridiculous. Is this David Moyes cracking? I don't know. It's Man City though, isn't it? You got to be. Look at the run. He's fell asleep there. Cresswell, Foden, back heel for De Bruyne. Cuts it back. Oh, no one's there though. Nice turn from Declan Rice. Now West Ham, they're going to try and get out. Can they get out? Here's Antonio holding up well. No foul. Rodri wins it back. Antonio went down a bit soft for me. Here's Cancelo. Do you know what they're just missing on this left? They're missing someone who can come in on his left, use their left foot. Cancelo goes for the shot. I think they're very good. Don't get me wrong, Grealish and Cancelo, and they can work space as well. But it's a bit predictable. Look at the turn and run. Look at that. That's training. That's excellent from Gundogan. The turn, Haaland gets running, doesn't even need to look. He just knows when that ball's coming. Inside Ben Johnson, the speed of Haaland knocks it past Areola too quick. It's just quality striking play. Excellent play from Gundogan and Haaland there to win the penalty. And Antonio's offside. And it just keeps getting worse for West Ham. Where is Diego Costa? I'm not even sure. Is he playing in Brazil? Only sus behaviour I seen was Sterling. Oh, what, yesterday? When he was sat on that ball. Yeah. OET, City don't need any more help. Keep your OTC yourself. It's true. You know what? You're right. I think... I know. Hopefully they're not watching. I hope they're not. I don't think they will be anyway. But yeah, could you imagine, Bobby, if they did get someone on that left? That's probably why they were looking at Cucurella. Ake's defended Jared Bowen well there. But that's probably a reason why they're looking at Cucurella. Someone who can give them an alternative, maintain a little bit more width, and give them another option. As Grealish cuts inside, Cucurella can go down the left, whip a ball in for Haaland. But they weren't going to pay 62 million like Chelsea for a left back that might not even start. That's a joke. No English tax as well. There's no English tax on that, by the way. No home, not allow English. There's no homegrown tax. But here's Fornals down the left. West Ham's first real attack since the opening minutes. But Antonio can't get it. And Grealish putting Kufal under pressure as it works its all the way back out to Alphonse Areola. Look at that. Manchester City have had 340 successful passes. 300 more than West Ham's 40. Quick maths. I'm sure even Richie's students could have worked that one out quickly. I know Jacob and Drew would have. Wearing City colours. Nah. You could, claret and blue. Could be the blue of West Ham too. But what am I spitting bars for? Am I rhyming? Poetry? They're looking at Sergio Gomez, from Anderlecht. Apparently, what they're saying as well is that they'll be sending him out on loan to Girona. Could be something more to do with development. But yeah, he's very good on that left side. He was linked with Arsenal at one point. I don't know how serious we was looking at him, but he's got a ridiculous amount of assists last season. Sergio Gomez. Let me have a look. Sergio Gomez. He got like a mad transfer mark. He got like quite a few goals and assists, but that's the one that they're talking about at the moment. And it'll be a better price than Cucurella. Spain under 21 international, Sergio Gomez. Last season. So overall, for you got 5 goals and 12 assists for a left back. That's not bad at all for a left back. 4 minutes of added time, probably. What was it for? Oh, the injuries. Yeah, the injuries. Now Chelsea need a striker, and who they're looking at? Sesko, who's been scouted by other teams. No creativity from Tuchel. Get your own players. Yeah, they aren't doing their own scout. Well, it's because of Todd Burley. They may have scouted these players like a lot of teams do, but they just seem to be going players that have already been sought after, I guess. And teams have done the work on. But this is why I'm saying they're not following a program, shall I say? Or it doesn't seem like there's no a plan, a program. They're not following a plan. They just don't have a plan at all at the moment. It's a bit of a scattergun approach to their transfers. Hey, some of them might work, but I do think a lot of them won't too. Because they're not all coming from teams that it's not even about playing a similar system. They just don't really seem like players that they can play in Tuchel's. Does Tuchel really have a clear, defined system? Not really. Stupid foul there by João Cancelo. That is stupid. Yeah, Michael Oliver's not happy. João Cancelo picks up a yellow card. It's that. Why did he do that at a ref? Like, that's disrespectful. You can't do that. You can't do that to the ref. Loss of discipline. It was a stupid foul anyway. Why is he committing there? I hope West Ham score now. I really do. I've got Ederson and Cancelo in my defence, but I hope they score just for that idiotic behaviour from Cancelo, not just for what towards the referee, but the foul. He's going away from goal. Crossing, headed away. Poor ball from Jared Bowen, but yeah, you got lucky there. You got lucky because that's stupid, João. Idiotic defending. This is the thing with João Cancelo. How he's ridiculously good going forward, but defensively he can be got at. Pep Guardiola's not happy with Grealish there, but defensively he can be got at because he's a liability in those areas. I saw Martinelli tear him to shreds as well when we had that good game, but we didn't win against Man City. Yeah. And I saw Kulusevski peel off onto him against Tottenham when Tottenham beat them. Yeah, he's giving away. You don't want to give it away there. De Bruyne finds Haaland. Haaland cuts inside, plays it into Foden, tries to find De Bruyne with a little flick, but works out to Walker. He's got time to cross. He's got all the time in the world. Headed away, though. Not a great ball, but throw into Man City. And we are fast approaching half-time. This will probably be the last attack of the game. Us fullbacks know what we're doing, lol. We are the brains and flair of the team. Heartbreaking news. Morata scored. Is Morata at Atletico Madrid? Is he still there at Atletico, actually? Who they're playing? Unbelievable scenes. I'd still trust Cancelo over Trent defensively. Half time. Do you know what? Pax? I don't know. Yeah, Trent got done yesterday with that back post. He should have done better. But I don't think either of them are great defenders. But they're very good at doing it the other way. Is he at Juventus? Okay. Because he was at... Is he? That's mad. Did they sign him again? Because Morata, he was at... He played against Man United in pre-season. I'm sure, for Atletico. Alvaro Morata. No, he's there. Atletico rule out loan deal for Juventus target. Football, he's at Atletico. Yeah, he's there. He's at Atletico. Actually, playing for Atletico versus Juventus. Oh, I knew you would read that wrong. Oh, yeah, he scored. Okay, I get you. Bobby knows. But it is half-time, people. It is 1-0 to Manchester City. Erling Haaland with the goal. People, let me know your thoughts on this one so far. Dominated. It's the first, actually. I've just seen the possession. 21% for West Ham now. So Man City are not in the 80s. They're in 79. Yeah, it's not been an entertaining game. I will be quite honest with you. It's been very one-sided. West Ham started it well. That's where they got all their 3-goal attempts, looking to cause some problems from the corners and set pieces. That's what I thought. That Cancelo foul was stupid and it didn't make sense. But Man City attacked. Didn't really create many chances. They didn't actually create any, apart from the one for the penalty, because they were trying to find Haaland with some crosses, just not quite on the money with them. So Man City, even though they've dominated the game, they haven't been excellent. They haven't been free-flowing, scintillating stuff that we know Manchester City can do. But they've done enough to take the lead, and West Ham haven't done enough at all to impose themselves on this game. Apart from set pieces, which we know for a David Moyes side, that's what they're doing. Are West Ham a glorified Stoke? Question for you guys in the chat. I know I'm a bit being dramatic and over dramatizing it, of course. Like you gotta do, but they've just been very negative and boring to watch. Not really posed any threat. To Manchester City. Don't really seem like they have a clear strategy of how they're dealing with them defensively, apart from just doing like last-ditch defending, clearing balls, heading them away. seems a bit basic approach, but we'll have to see if Man City, if they can come out better in the second half. Man City are still going to have to up their levels, I believe, if they're going to really be comfortable in this game. Grab another goal, maybe they feel more comfortable then. But yeah, neither side has been excellent, but Man City deserve the lead and have been the better side. Oh, I asked who they're playing. West Ham were amazing. Simples, says Bobby. Not even watching the game, just going to get a twister. Andrew had that today. In fact, a twister ice lolly. I don't really like them. I'm not really a fan of fruity ice lollies. Do you know what I mean? Like fruit flavored ones. Now, I prefer like chocolate ice cream or like vanilla ice cream. Look at Arsenal's next 4 games. Good chance to have maximum points and create a little gap. Yeah, vibes. Spot on, brother. Spot on. I'm going to have a look at them right now. I might bring them up for you. Let me bring them up for you, actually. Let's go to PremierLeague.com, Arsenal. We have got a decent run of fixtures. I know we've got Leicester. Here we are. We can have a look right here together. Together, everyone. Why am I singing High School Musical tunes? We're all in this together. Once you know. I know Vibes likes them things. But here, let's have a look at them together right now. Arsenal at home to Leicester. You expect to win there. Leicester 2-0 up. Weren't able to hold on. Drew 2-2. My boy, Josh Da Silva with a goal. What did I tell you all? What did I tell you people? Breakout player to watch. Keep your eye on Josh Da Silva. Bournemouth away. Bournemouth had a good start yesterday, of course, but you still expect a side of Arsenal's ability to grab a win there and give them some troubles. Then we've got Fulham at home. Fulham very good once again, but you still expect Arsenal to grab a win there, and then at home to Aston Villa. It's what you expect. You expect Arsenal to win those games. Then even after that, we've got Man United on Sunday, the 4th of September. The first game after the transfer window has shut. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Your side might look different. We might have a few more additions into our team as well, Vibes. So that, yeah, we'll have to talk about that game a little closer to the time. But I expect... Do you know what? It's hard to say I really expect Arsenal to win away from home against Manchester United still. But I want a point, at least a point. I'll be happy with a draw away at Manchester United. I'd be happy because I'm still realistic of where Arsenal are at, even though Man United aren't very good at all. But yeah, I'd expect at least a point. And if we lose, if we dominate the game, but a little bit of quality from Ronaldo, if he's still there, Bruno, Ericsson, etc. I mean, I'll be fine. Long term, I'll be fine. I'll be gutted at that time and say, "Oh, why can't we just do this, that, etc." But I understand football. I understand football doesn't always will work as if you're the better side, you win games. And Manchester United still have quality players. In one-off games against Arsenal, the fans and players will be up for it. It's the games against Brighton and it's the games against those likes of, which is going to be a struggle for United, where they're expected to win and expected to put a level of performance in. But that's what the best teams in the world do. And we know they're not there yet. Twisters are the ones. See, I'm not a big fan, man. I used to like them as a kid, but yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just praying we don't get smacked. Oh, yeah. Game week 3. That's your 3rd game. It's your next game at home, isn't it? Vibes, it's not looking good. And Pax. Wait until deadline day to decide on my 4th prediction between Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea looking dusty in attack. Yeah, well, who are they going to get though? Like, all right, Vibes. And anyone else in the chat who's kind of in that same boat, because I know a lot of people are. If Chelsea who can Chelsea get up front for you to them to say, yeah, okay, I expect Chelsea to get top 4 now ahead of Arsenal. If it's a striker or anyone, Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. Hey, Vanessa Hudgens and Taylor Swift. Yeah, we might have Arnautovic not looking. Oh, yes, I saw that today on The Athletic. £8 million bid. Could be enticing Manchester United. He's a very good footballer, Arnautovic, on his day. But Arnautovic on his day is a different, and Arnautovic not on his day is a different story. It's not a play. It's not a player that's going to take it to the next level. Can we have? Why are you getting? I know he's not the same player as Cavani, but if you're talking about a player at that point in his career, getting rid of Cavani just to get another player, a 30-plus-year-old striker, waning in their powers, picking up injuries. Can we have some of the players you can't register? Gary Neville talking about Barcelona. Good question. Actually, I don't know. Because they're linked with Aubameyang. Vibes, would you say Aubameyang takes Chelsea over Arsenal? With the Aubameyang that we've seen of late in the Premier League? Or if it's the Aubameyang of old? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I think Aubameyang's a counter-attacking striker. If you're going to try and build up, have nice, intricate link-up play, Lukaku and Aubameyang aren't different. Let's be real. Lukaku and Aubameyang aren't going to give you, what... Aubameyang's not better at... Aubameyang and Lukaku, what's the difference, really? I don't know. I actually don't know. One's faster and can run the channels, but that's it. But Lukaku's very good at running the channels. It's just holding up the ball. He's not going to do that. Neither is Aubameyang. He's not going to be very good at the one-touch link-up play. Neither will Aubameyang. Striker's transfer market at the moment. Yes, which is why Gabriel Jesus is an excellent signing. That's why. I think another midfielder to cover Partey, and it's looking good for Arsenal. I totally agree with your vibes. If we can get a midfielder for Partey, a midfielder for Partey, and then a midfielder for Xhaka, and then a right winger to back Saka, then, I'm not saying we're going to do that all in this transfer window. I'm saying overall. Right, let's say now we're at the end of the season. Forget that. I'm going on this route. What do Arsenal need to do in terms of their squad? Don't say manager, because I know a lot of you are going to say that. In terms of their squad, don't matter who the manager is, to get to a title challenging position. We certainly need cover for Partey. We're certainly going to need cover for Saka. And we're certainly going to need an upgrade on Xhaka if we're going to be challenging for the title. I don't expect that this season. I'm saying in the long term. Maybe you could say an improvement on that right back, cover for right back as well. I'd say maybe another centre back, possibly. But yeah, I'd say we're about 2 seasons away from properly challenging for a title if all goes well. 2 seasons. So yeah, this season and then the next season to kind of solidify and really build like that, and then maybe you can sign a few more star players. I'd say 2 seasons away. Big up Hanif in the place. Tereak looks good in blue. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, big up yourself, Hanif. I do not look good in blue. Don't get any thoughts in that head about me wearing blue. Never. These transfer rumors are like putting super glue on a leaking pipe. Yeah, exactly that. Papering over the cracks, indeed. CM. Hey, big up my brother. Big up my brother, Courts. Courts, we need to talk. We do need to talk, indeed. Plenty of strikers out there. Like who, Hanif? Like who? Gonzalo Guedes, Wolves permanent deal completed. Guedes expected on Monday to undergo medical and sign as new player for Wolves. Long-term contract, 32 million euros plus add-ons. Big up my brother Paxton, man. Always bringing in the news. Join the Discord server as well, and you'll see one of the admins, administrators in Paxton in there, always putting in the news, whether it's regarding any club, Arsenal, Manchester United, anything that comes out on Twitter from Fabrizio or anyone else. Ornstein, Paxton's there. So join us in the Discord server if you want to get latest on all transfer news, because he's on it, man. I will tell you, he's on it. Paxton had a little bit of a break during the summer, like we all need to as well from football. But yeah, since we've been back on it, Paxton's been even there on point. Big up my brother. Ødegaard gets a break during the World Cup as well. True. Forgot Norway. Who else? Who else in Arsenal's squad will get a break? Ramsdale, he'll go. I think he'll go. Tommy, Japan are in the World Cup. Yeah, I think, it's really mainly only Ødegaard, isn't it? Because Xhaka, if we get him, Xhaka and Tielemans, if we get him, he'll be going to with Belgium. So yeah, only Ødegaard, but it could be important for him. What did I say to Ed? Keep the faith with Wolves signing. You did say it, Bobby. Wolves will try for another 2 now. This is when the market becomes more exciting. It's true. Do you know what, Bobby? Because even when we watch with football, it's the domino effect with transfers. You always need one piece of the puzzle to start moving, and then everything else starts knocking itself down. It's like Valencia will probably need to move a player on now because listen, we don't even know about Valencia's transfer business. But that's what it is. It's always that. Is this one next Saturday? Brentford versus Manchester United. Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. Chelsea versus Tottenham. Liverpool versus Palace. People, I'll let you know tomorrow, of course. But Brentford versus Man United seems like a good one. Chelsea versus Tottenham, definitely. And Liverpool versus Palace on a Monday Night Football. I might not be there, actually. Yeah. Actually, no, I can't do the Brentford Man United one. But yeah, big up Hanif and Vibes in the place. Big up everyone in here. Look at that. The main man CM in the building. There it is. Paxton's there. Join the Discord if you haven't done so already. We definitely need to talk. I'm not happy with Manchester United's performance today. I thought it was poor, bro. Right. I'm sorry, United fans. We have to go back to it. I want to hear... all right, everyone. Talk to me about Lisandro Martinez's performance. Pax, Vibes, Bobby as well. Everyone is in here. If you watch that United game, Lisandro Martinez, whilst you're sending those in, yes, KT won't be going. Big up yourself. I forgot about that. I forgot about that one, Bobby. Yeah, they got a morale boosting comeback. This is it, bro. Ivan Toney against Lisandro Martinez. It's a wrap. It's a wrap of the day meal from McDonald's. It's peak. Like, Danny Welbeck peeling onto him in that first half. Robert Sanchez, little dink. Danny Welbeck's not flicking it on, beating him in the air. He's bringing it down on Lisandro Martinez, bringing it down, trying to get other players in, running the channels. He can't keep up with Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck's not a bad striker at all. I know Wilf liked him. I used to like him. I rated him as well when he was at Arsenal. Just injuries. If he didn't pick up injuries, I still think he'd have been a good player to have at Arsenal now. But yeah, man, he just absolutely we'll see you later, Mom. Absolutely dominated him. Disgusting. And then that little shove in the shove in the back. That told you everything. He was frustrated. He was poor today. Poor. I know it's his first game, but I remember a certain Benjamin White getting hammered as well. Oh, Grealish has done him dirty there with the second half has just started and Grealish already attacking at West Ham. Grealish gets past Rice, tries to play a 1-2 with Jack Grealish, Haaland there, but Declan Rice tracks him well. He was good. He was certainly good indeed. It's not half-time. Second half has just begun. I think Martinez would benefit with more from a Varane partnership at the back. It didn't work with Maguire. He had to cover a lot more, and Welbeck done him. I agree. Do you know what? I didn't actually think Maguire was bad defensively today. I thought Maguire was quite good. He was making quite a few challenges. He was spraying the ball out to the left. He was doing quite a few good switches in possession too. I didn't think Maguire was awful, but I think as a partnership, because Lisandro Martinez is not particularly quick either, it's a problem. Like, you can't play a high line with Maguire and Martinez. You can't. He started off all right, then became rattled as the performance got worse and worse. I don't want to focus too much on individuals because as a collective, everyone was rubbish. Indeed, everybody was rubbish. But, you know, I'm CM. You know what? You're spot on. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And that's how I would look at it overall too. But when you know what I'm doing Arsenal agenda here. Yeah. When I heard the same thing for Benjamin White, by the way, when Tony rattled him and done him dirty. And even though that same again collectively wasn't good enough, but there was a lot of talk at that point. And even when Ben White's not had great games, it's not been solely Ben White who's getting ripped to shreds. But when the whole team has a good game, Ben White's not bad. Like, there's certain players that are like that. But Martinez, yeah, it just wasn't great. He started off well, like making a few challenges and, spraying the ball, looking good on the passing it forward, progressive passes. But defensively, which is his main job, by the way, as a centre-back, not a full-back, it's a problem. Martinez was decent today, not at fault for any of the goals. He looked rusty still. What for the goals? I need to watch the goals back. I don't remember, but I just saw Danny Welbeck rattling him, and Danny Welbeck had him on toast. Like, so many times that ball was just getting played down the channel or to him, and he was just getting there, nipping ahead of him. Should have given away a penalty too. Tony is in my draft, so I'll get points with the misery. Bro, when Arsenal play Tottenham, always slapping Harry Kane and Son. That's what you do. Because if we lose, yeah, and Harry Kane and Son, as they always do, score against Arsenal, yeah, you're like, there's at least a softener at some point. If you don't play with Spurs players and Spurs beat Arsenal and everybody else has Harry Kane and Son, it's a double whammy. That's what you got to do, Tony, man. Em and Blake watched the game with me, and Em said, is he old enough to play? Blake said he looks so small. Bro, he did. Do you know what? That's the thing as well with Martinez. I know he's 5'9", which isn't small. Like, I think that's the average height of a man in the UK, actually. But it's not like tiny, but he just looked small at the back. He just didn't look right. And then if there's going to be a time where Malacia and Martinez are on that left side, guys, it's a bit, you know what's happening on goal kicks and that, don't you? That's why, you know what's going to happen. They're just going to peel over onto that side every single time. And set pieces, yeah, it's peak. I just saw. Let me bring this one up before you're winding me up now, T. I'm depressed now. You just broke down United's media performance. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I think CM hit the nail on the head with saying how it was. It was a terrible collective. Maguire is simply not good enough, bro. Not in this system. Sad thing is, we're trapped with him now. I agree. Once again, he wasn't the mate. Like, it's peak because for Maguire, you can't actually blame him for his limitations and his. What is that at the back there? Needing a mix-up. You can't fully blame him in that because he can only do as much as he can. He's not going to suddenly become fast. He's not slow because he's running slow. It's the club who made that decision. The club who have decided to keep him. Ten Hag decides to play him continually. And yeah, it's peak in that sense. So he can only do what he can. Is Walker? Oh, no foul there now. I hear you. Some United fans needed this reality check, pre-season hype, and good vibes to cover all the problems. It is true. It's mad. It's kind of peak. It's kind of peak. That midfield. Packs. That midfield. It was poor. So bad. Fred and McTominay can't play in a Ten Hag system. They cannot. They're not good enough on possession. I know Fred was getting a lot of plaudits last season, but Fred's not good enough either. None of them. I'm getting upset talking about it. It's just the reason I get upset and the reason I get angry and it makes me frustrated is because I've been trying to say this to people and they're still like, nah, Ten Hag will do work decent. All whipped in from De Bruyne and Gundogan. I'm like, guys, let's not. Because what will happen is those same people that are saying this will end up blaming Ten Hag. And they'll end up saying, oh, yeah, I just don't think he's got the character or the this and that. People, Spurs didn't want him because they questioned if he had the charisma. You know, those things. These will get brought up very, very soon. But it's not the case because he's not being backed properly. The club are a shambles. And it will ultimately fail if it continues in this direction. And Ten Hag will get sacked because it will end up in a point where it's just untenable. But that's not Ten Hag's fault. We know who it is. but the energy needs to be shifted, even away from the players. I will be serious, even away from the players, because they're not there. It's like if you go into a supermarket and all the people and if you go into Asda or Aldi, Walmart, if you're watching over in the US, and there's no items on the right shelf. The customer service is just poor and rude. You're not gonna, and everyone is the same. You're a fool, if you start blaming these individual people. You need to blame the employers, and you need to blame the whole of Asda for setting that work culture and those things there. This is why Arteta, once again, I'm bringing my agendas. No, not agendas, but my propaganda in here. Why Arteta has had to work hard to try and shift that whole culture at Arsenal. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated. This game's still going, and it's just following the same pattern of the first half. Man City dominating. Even Eriksen was kind of big. I thought Eriksen had a few bright sparks. He put a few balls in that were decent. So but this is what CM's saying. Even Eriksen was kind of booky today. A reflection of the team state. Mentally, we have been scattered for a long time. On top of everything else, the majority of this team lacks drive and hunger. Poor ball from Gundogan. Lanzini picks it up now. Could this error be prove costly? Oh, cut back. 4-step. Rice over the bar. Chance for West Ham. Their biggest chance since the opening minutes, and it's comes from a Gundogan mistake. But there's just the thing is, CM, they don't work well together. None of them. Eriksen's a Ten Hag player, but he's playing in. Would Ten Hag sign Bruno? Possibly, I don't know. But Bruno should have scored with that chance. De Jong ball soon. Don't go anywhere. De Jong's needed. But when I'm thinking of De Jong, there's still other areas. I still think with De Jong, you need another defensive midfielder who's a destroyer. So you can just focus on that. And he doesn't even have to be the greatest of a ball progressor, because you can just use De Jong for that. He just needs to be competent at playing 5-yard passes. So if you could have a good ball, Foden's done him there, but he can't get past Rice. Rice is doing a one-man job at the back at the moment. But he's giving it away, Rice. Lanzini. Rice again. That brother. I know he's not worth the money, but Rice would be... he would be a massive improvement. I'm literally just about to say, you could get someone that does El Neni 5-yard passes next to De Jong, but it's just a better destroyer. That's what you need. Someone who's not going to give the ball away. He will have like a 99% pass completion because he doesn't try anything hard or difficult. But he's just good at reading the play. Cresswell goes for the early cross. Whoa, Ederson nearly dropped it there. But he throws it out early, and De Bruyne now driving through the middle. What is that from De Bruyne? Gives it away. Manchester City being sloppy. Pep Guardiola's not going to be impressed with this. But here's Lanzini now. Goes for a long distance strike. Blocked. Rice picks up the loose ball. Don't get it twisted. There's still major focus on the ownership. Yeah, it needs to be. But is it from the whole fan base, though? It needs to. Not even the whole, just the majority. Good ball from Haaland into Gundogan. Haaland plays it into De Bruyne. His counter-attack's looking fast. Haaland, Gundogan, back to... he tries to play it to Haaland. Gundogan just did. And Martin Ødegaard there. Should have shot. Should have went for it himself. But tried to play it to Haaland. It was too predictable. The defender read that there. Ball over the top. Tries to find Jared Bowen. But Ederson is there. And it's a throw-in for West Ham, though. Please stop talking about United. I'm hurt now. Thanks to you. I'm going to watch Banter FC all on off. Hello. McFred have vibes. I'm still all in. He's still all in. He is on FDJ. And here Antonio's coming off for Gianluca Scamacca and Syed Benrahma, who Fabrizio Romano said that West Ham are looking to sell. And he's still coming on. Yeah, West is... Gianluca Scamacca for his debut. Let's keep an eye on Scamacca. I know he's not played much with the team, but there's a ball over the top there for Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen tries to get it into Scamacca early. Cancelo does well, but it goes out for a throw-in. These players are trash tea, spitting facts. They actually are. As a unit, they're all terrible, all of them. Imagine a Manchester United all on... with Bruno telling man to, like Tellez and then man to go. And yeah, you know the rest. More depressing than the Sunderland one. Damn, Man City's only winning 1-0. Big up yourself, Bargav. They haven't... Do you know what, Bargav? They haven't dominated in terms of chances. They've got into the final third a lot more, but it's just not quite clicked. And I guess this is a common theme throughout the Premier League in this first weekend. The attackers just haven't been as sharp, but it's the first game of the season for everyone. Eriksen's passing it beautifully into Bruno, who just swings at it and goes out for a goal kick. That was the summary of every United attack. Donny, when he came on, made the midfield a little better, but nothing amazing. He did. I think you had a bit more technical players in there because you had to go for it at that point. You had to go for it. So there was more technically attacking players who are going to be better going forward. Donny, he's just a clever player. I think if you play Donny a little deeper, it might work. With a Frank, not defensively. He's not going to be a destroyer. He's not going to be someone who's going to be reading intercepting play. In possession, he's good. And he'll press. He'll press up high. But yeah, if Grealish has another quiet season, it's not looking good for him. Vibes, what I will say is he's looked good in this game. He's looked like a big threat, an outlet. It's a poor ball from João Cancelo. But yeah, I think Grealish has played well. I do think he has. Don't tell Ed that Scamacca has the number 7. Ed, I think he knows already. I mean, Bobby, I think he knows already. I think he does. But 7 for a striker isn't as bad. It should always be on a winger. I think Ronaldo, but here's Foden, tries to find... do you know what, guys? Have you ever played FIFA, right, yeah? And you sign a new player on career mode, or you've got Mbappe on Ultimate Team. And every time you just try and play the ball, you're forcing it. That's what Man City are doing at the moment. Foden forcing it to Haaland. Gundogan forcing it to Haaland as well. Just play natural. Stop just trying to force it to him every time. Because Haaland doesn't just make runs for himself. He makes runs which create space for you two. I think Foden could have opened himself up and went for a shot there. Scamacca against Ake. That'll be a good battle. Even running down the channel, Scamacca ain't slow, but here's De Bruyne now. Seems like every team now is getting a big striker that's got quite good technical ability. I mean, Liverpool, Darwin, those are jokes. Darwin Núñez is going to eat goals as well. He's going to eat. Don't know, Mitrovic looked good yesterday. Yeah, Mitrovic did look very well. He looked sharp. But once again, it kind of goes back to, I'm sorry, Courts. I'm sorry, Man United fans. But when we're talking about Man United defenders, the same goes for Lissandro too. When there's no protection in front of them, even one of the best centre-backs in the world, Van Dijk, will look dodgy because yesterday, Liverpool's midfield was shocking. They were just getting played through, pressed out the park, and Mitrovic running at Van Dijk. And Mitrovic isn't exactly a quick or pacey striker. He looked good, give credit to him. But that's the problem. Centre-backs defending 1v1 isn't always great. Scamacca, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. Diaz was under so much pressure there, but you relieved him of that. Donny should have started. The obsession with Scott McTominay needs to end. Yeah, it was poor, the pass. Yeah, he's just not good, is he? He's just not. What does Ed think of Cucurella 32? You know what? We'll have to ask Ed this on the preview show, yeah? Save these questions. Scamacca number 7. Who else with it? Cancelo number 7 and Cucurella 32. Interested to see what Scamacca can do. Yes, Matt, because he was linked with Arsenal. We'll have to wait and see. It's his first game, and I know he hasn't played a lot with them, but here's De Bruyne now. Early cross to Haaland. Oh, he misses Haaland, but Gundogan can't finish. What a ball that was by Kevin De Bruyne. How many times are we going to say that this season? This is the first of many. That was a great ball. Good run and good ball from Foden into Haaland. I mean, to De Bruyne, that was perfect. It was just a bit beyond Haaland, but it was, oh man. I think Haaland possibly got in the way of De Bruyne. I mean, Gundogan. I keep getting the players wrong. I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, close. Skamaka does well there, winning the ball in the air. Souček gets out to Kufal, crosses in. Oh, over the head of Bowen. Benrahma. Shot saved by Ederson. Best attack from, well, West Ham are getting a few more attacks, but they're looking a bit open now on the counter-attack themselves. Now here's Gundogan driving forward, gets out to Grealish. She'll just play it to Gundogan again, but Grealish goes inside Kufal, into Haaland, through to Gundogan, who's onside. He slowed down like he was offside then. Man City are just keeping the ball. I feel like the natural thing will come. The natural thing will come with time because the team has to relearn. It's not just the team though, see him. I know, I'll be honest, yeah. There's certain players that need to learn and get Premier League intense to certain things that he needs to do. But there's a lot of players in there that just don't have the ability to learn. There is too many of them that just don't suit each other. That's why it's going to be about 3 transfer windows, I'd say. 3 like spending and getting out transfer windows before you see what Ten Hag's really going to be about. Buckle up, bro. He's playing against Liverpool. Oh, man. Oh, it's not looking good. We might need to have a conversation. Do you know what? This is what Vibes has said, though. I think Grealish has been all right today. I think he's looked a threat. He's been one of their key attacking threats without really having much end product, of course. It's still only 1-0. But I think he's been threatening. He's not better than Zaha, though. Vibes. I know we're gonna keep chatting about this. This is a conversation where me and Vibes always talk about Grealish and Zaha. I think I would take Zaha over Grealish. But I think Grealish has looked well today. But here's Benrahma. Gets past Walker, headed away by Diaz. A little bit too easy there to get across from Walker. Is he getting a bit tired? Potentially, he's dropping deep there. You don't see Walker get beat like that. I mean, he wasn't really beaten, but he allowed too much time for Benrahma to get the cross. Grealish. Into Rodri. That's nice from Grealish. Now the space opens up for Rodri. Plays it forward to De Bruyne. De Bruyne picks out Haaland. Haaland's in. Erling Haaland. 2-0. Manchester City. Who doubted? Who doubted this man? Who? Not me. 2-0 City. Kevin De Bruyne splits the defence and Haaland eats again. Alpha Inga, Dad is watching in the crowd. Talk to me. What? 2-0 eating. Haaland again. Just simple. Who was I saying this to last week, man? Kevin De Bruyne will feed this. Look at that. Straight line. Wonderful pass. He's too quick. Finish. Easy goal. The easiest goal you'll see for Manchester City. What a ball. What a ball. Joke, man. It's a joke. 2-0 City. 2. Game, set, and match. Haaland with a brace. Should have put him in my fantasy team. I'm angry. I went with Kane. Cancelo. Oh, it's down to his mother. That's it. That Haaland kid is pretty decent. Do you get unlimited transfers in FPL? Nope, not anymore. You did at the start of the season. Vibes, keep playing until the World Cup, bro, because when the World Cup starts, when we go into that break, you get unlimited transfers then. KDB, my captain in FPL, decent. All right, Joe Hart. They're having a water break here. Yeah, because it's like 30 plus degrees, isn't it? Haaland eating. But to save my FPL this week, City didn't pay 100 million for all right. Yeah, true. But I mean, if they win the league, it don't really matter. It don't really matter though, does it? It's when you pay 100 million, the player doesn't bang, and you win nothing. Is when it's an issue, I guess. But yeah, easy. West Ham done. They had a few counter attacks, but City are just cruising, making this West Ham team look average at best. Early on again, but Man City, I know they usually start slow. Well, not usually. They started slow against Tottenham. Well, now, yeah. It's a bit of a narrative that is a false narrative that City always start slow. I don't think so. They started slow in the league in the time they won the league. It's been 2 seasons where they started slow, and then the rest, I think they've always won on the first day, even when most of them have been away from home as well. Just tapping a ball now. Just running them ragged. It's still 2-0. No, don't get excited. Let's see what you're saying in the chat. This is why City will win the league by over 10 points. Bobby, it's what we were saying. A lot of people, King as well, big up my brother. He thinks Liverpool will be closer. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Because even when City, this is it now. When City are poor, Man City haven't been scintillating today. They can definitely play better than this. But even so, right, they've scored 2 goals and made a very good West Ham team look average. Arguably the best team outside the Big 6. Look average. Look like a relegation fodder. If one of our teams was doing this. It's crazy. It is crazy. I went full reckless. Kane, Salah, and Haaland. That's a strong side, though. Haaland saved you. Who's your captain, though? Who is your captain? Yeah, Haaland's eating, bro. I just need a clean sheet for Edison and Cancelo now. Actually, Cancelo, just have a little bang at yourself. Go on. Grealish into Gundogan. Go to Gundogan. Cancelo to Gundogan. Oh! Still works its way out to De Bruyne. Headed away by Zuma. Grealish gets it down. Grealish in the box. Goes left. Haaland. Oh! Could have had the hat trick there. Good cross from Jack Grealish. Grealish does well to work the space. And this is the conversations we're having, people, because Haaland should actually do better there. Grealish should have an assist to his name. Haaland should have scored with his head. This is why Jack Grealish is having a good game. He is. See what you're saying, everyone. I usually give up. Yeah, give it a proper goal, man. It's fun. It is fun. You can't lose in the first week. I mean, you can't win in the first week, as King says, but you can lose. Yeah, but now you've done all right because you've got Haaland in your team. You'll be fine. I backed Kane because I backed him against Southampton. Didn't do anything. 4 goals, and Kane's not even on the score sheet, sorry. It'll be interesting against Chelsea next week. I think Spurs could win that. Chelsea don't look good, man. They look poor. I think Chelsea... I'm backing Spurs at the moment. I hate to say it. That miss from Rashford. I picked Sancho, Rashford, and Martinez. Can't solve me dreams. Oh, here's De Bruyne. Tries to find Haaland again. Cut out this time. And a foul by Gundogan on Fornals. Had Kane as captain, but last minute, saved you there. He saved you. I swapped out Sancho late on, got cold feet. Those cold feet worked. He sorted you out. Bro, the match of the day highlights had annoyed me. He was playing as a DM. Get in the box, man. For real. For real. This is the thing, yeah, with Harry Kane. This This is what I'm saying about Spurs, though. I was saying this to Brush and them and CM and Reedus and Crab. With Spurs, their problem is they don't have a creative midfielder. Someone, when I'm even creative, I don't mean someone who's going to be as a number 10, but a passer from deep. Someone like a Rodri who's going to be spraying them, breaking the lines, playing it forward to the forward players. They don't have that. So Kane will always, I think he will consistently drop deep, probably get more assists than goals, unless they can sign someone in that area. Scamacca's offside. It's a good shot. It's a good header. He's offside. Was it a corner? Yeah, he's offside. Good line from City. Brave. Good line. Walker was the deepest, but he was still offside. It's probably too far for Scamacca to score from there. I mean, he had enough time. He could have brought it down. Oh, Man City are going again. They're going again. Oh, nah. De Bruyne slows it down instead of getting it to Haaland. It's looking mad. It's not looking good. Need Kane on form for the World Cup. Trust me, vibes. For real. I don't want to see Kane drop deep in the World Cup. He was doing that a couple of times too. I know you're trying to prove yourself, but we don't get up. That's a dive. That is a dive. How's he playing advantage there? Offside. Benrahma. Facts. Kane is literally morphing into Rooney late in his career, dropping deeper and deeper. I know, no need. Absolutely no need. It's mad because he's got the passing range, but we need the goals. We don't exactly. For England, that's probably an area where we're all right. We've got Mason Mount, the English Bruno Fernandes. We've got, Grealish. We've got Foden. We've got creators. I know we don't have a Kevin De Bruyne to be feeding him, but bro, we should be fine. We got Trent. If you play him at right wing back, look, Reece James, just stay in the box. That's all we need Kane for. Haaland doing up a Kane here, dropping deep as a DM. Grealish getting a shove in the back. Oh, Jared Bowen. I think he's hurt himself there. Did Grealish fall on him? Was it on the back of his leg? I think he might be all right. See a man on Twitter saying Southgate already knows his England team and he's just finessing free tickets to watch Pialga. It's true. Let's be real though. Southgate does know. He really does. So Manchester City. So we're there, right? So guys, Pep Guardiola was the biggest advocate for 5 substitutions. Yeah. He's not even made 1 sub yet. Talk to me. Mad. I know why Arsenal didn't. To be fair, Man City don't really have a lot of names on their bench either. That are great. Let's have a look at their bench. Mahrez, Alvarez, Bernardo Silva. I mean, forgot. They're still ridiculous. Calvin Phillips, Cole Palmer. Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a much better bench than what we got at the moment. But there's Haaland in the box, shot blocked by Ben Johnson. I mean, what was Haaland doing there? He just literally took all the space. But well won back, Cancelo. Into Haaland. Haaland to Jack Grealish. Holds it well. Into Gundogan. Flashes across goal, but Haaland's not there. Haaland looks... I think he's tired now. I think he's tired now, Haaland. Yep, Alvarez and Bernardo Silva coming on. I reckon it will be for Haaland. False 9 at best. Yeah. That's it. Don't be doing that whole dropping into your own half and that, man. Don't need to see that. I want a good World Cup. I want to see England make it to the semis at least. At least the semis. I don't know our route if, all the favourites are expected to do their thing. I need to probably have a look at that and really give like a proper expectation of where we're going to get to. Because if we get like France in the quarters, yeah, it's a bit sticky then. Or Brazil. Did I freeze again? I think it might be. I'm not sure if it's this camera, but De Bruyne. What a ball that is into Grealish. Grealish now. Grealish! Wide. Drags it wide. And Gundogan's coming off for Bernardo Silva. At the end of the at the end of the season, the 5 subs will come in clutch for him. It's true. Can't be worse than Oli subs. Yeah, Oli subs. And Haaland's coming off. No hat-trick for Erling Haaland. He's got his brace. He was tired. His legs were seeming to go. First game of the season, it happens at this stage. Gundogan and Haaland. And you know what? Haaland's going to get all the names and, the plaudits, scoring the 2 goals. But I think Gundogan's been excellent, bro. Excellent. He's been so good. Gundogan, one of the contenders for man of the match. What are you saying? What are you saying in the chat? What I will say is 5 subs has actually come in well for the championship games. They've changed games. As for the goals scored, yes, he has been told. Yeah, as for Gareth Southgate, sorry. Yes, he has been told to pick who to pick for the World Cup. I mean, that's not good. That's not good. That's peak. 20 points as captain. Bonus pending. So he's got 10. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not nice. But there's Foden now. Foden. Gets past Rice. Still got it, Foden. To Rodri. Just keeping the ball. Tiki-taka, tiki-taka. Any more games on today, actually? Because this one's a wrap. Marseille versus Rome. Marseille versus Stade Reims. No, not really. Because the Italian Serie A and La Liga starts next week. Alvarez looked offside to me, but Grealish is on it now. Grealish into Alvarez. Rodri out left to Bernardo Silva. Imagine Bernardo Silva and Alvarez coming on. Yikes. And your West Ham. Yeah, it's a long day. It's a long day. BNB in the haze. BNB. Have no faith in Southgate. He has been lucky with competitions, draws, and papering over the cracks. Why do I keep glitching? Yeah, I keep glitching, man. Well, why going for this wire, man? I need to sort this out. I think it's something to... Is it something to do with StreamYard or is it the wire? I'm not even too sure. I'm not even going to lie. But here's De Bruyne. Sorry, I have no faith in Southgate. He has been lucky with competition, draws, papering over his massive deficiencies. Yeah, true. I think the same has happened with Didier Deschamps, I think Didier Deschamps gets away with a lot. Gets away with a lot of stuff. Rodri with a shot. If I keep glitching, let me know. Let me know if I keep glitching because this is annoying. I think I might need a new wire. Buy a new wire. Actually, do I need to buy one? Yeah. Maybe. Possibly. USB? Possibly. Yeah. Pep needs to sub Alvarez on for my draft team. Attack stinks. He's on. Tavares versus Balogun is the Marseille versus Reims game. Oh, yes, you're covering that. You're covering that, aren't you, Bobby? Go check it out, people. If you want to keep an eye on Tavares versus Balogun. Bobby's covering it. Technical Tereak. Back at it again. Yeah. You know how it goes, man. Yeah, it goes. We're trying to get there. Yeah, I think the wire needs sorting out. I need a replacement. It might be getting knackered. But I've not really used this webcam too much, so I don't know why. Oh, it's a poor ball from Rodri into Scamacca now. He recovers, though. That's what if you're going to do that, you have to win it back, and he does. Rice wins it off of Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker coming for support. Scamacca plays it all the way back. Yo, my phone's been sweating him up. Making my legs sweat. It's all wet. Pause. But yeah, we're about 8 more minutes left plus added time. If West Ham can score a goal to make it interesting, I don't want that. A fancy Premier League always takes over. But yeah, in terms of the game's sake, if they can score to make it a little bit more interesting, I can just see Manchester City seeing this one out, how they usually do with possession. Benrahma tries to cross it in, but it was poor anyway. And De Bruyne now carrying City forward again. Here's Bernardo Silva into Grealish. Grealish into Bernardo now on this left. Just keeps the ball, keeps it. Keep possession. Don't need to force it. The gaps will open up. As West Ham continue to try and press to half the deficit. Ruben Diaz. Big up Wirali Sport Rally. Haaland good, isn't he? Scamacca looks okay. Where's Cornet? Not in the squad. Big up yourself, Rally. Yes, Haaland does look really good. And yeah, I think Cornet, he got unveiled to the crowd. I'm not sure if he was signed in time or if David Moyes just didn't want to put him in the squad. If he was signed on time, it's a bit of a weird decision not to have him on the bench because he would have had a pre-season with Burnley. But yeah, Scamacca looks okay. Yeah, he's not really done anything. It's against Man City, though. It's difficult for any striker to come up in their first game against Manchester City. He's not going to be facing this every week. Even against Liverpool, he might have more joy. And that's Liverpool with their best defence yesterday. Let's remember that. Balogun, weird long, in my opinion, will really have to shine to be a regular on the team sheet. Don't see him growing as much there. I think you put something... What's Walker doing here, man? Yo. I think, yeah, you put something in the Discord, actually, with Rem, they're like, or Crom, as they're meant to be pronounced. They've got loads of forwards and like wingers and strikers. Oh, what a tackle. That is by Declan Rice. I think De Bruyne might be hurt there, though. Caught him on the blind side. Bowen. Good tackle from Bernardo Silva. Yep. Oh, yeah. De Bruyne is fine. I think it's just a bit of cramp for both of them. You a City or West Ham fan? Just found your channel and saw. Big up yourself, Rally. I'm actually an Arsenal fan, but on this channel, it's not just, I don't just watch Arsenal. It's not just all about Arsenal. Yeah, it's a football channel. We talk about Man United. We spoke about Man United throughout most of this game. So yeah, we just watch loads of football, chat about it. We talk more about than football. Talk about food and those things as well. So England versus Senegal in the first in the knockout stage. I expect us to win that one versus Argentina. And then the semi-final versus Brazil or Germany. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was, okay. I expect us to get to the semis then. So wait, then knockout, quarterfinal versus, semis, semi-finals. I expect us to beat Argentina. Do you think Rice will regret not moving in the summer? Do you know what, Matchy? I don't really think it's really Declan Rice's fault if he leaves. I think it'll maybe the club pricing him out because they're in a strong position with him. So I think he'll continue to be patient. His stock's not going to fall. He's very good in terms of his fitness record, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He plays a lot of games, durable player. So I can see why West Ham want to keep him. I don't think it's up to him if he wants to leave, really, because if West Ham accepted an offer from a top side, I think he would definitely leave. But yeah, he's probably not he doesn't really want to affect his relationship with the West Ham fans, being as they were the ones, they love him, they adore him. Hope West Ham score, make it interesting. You know what? In a way, I hope they do as well. But for the fantasy Premier League, I'm not. Yeah, I kind of don't want it to happen. Imagine Arsenal. Imagine Brazil getting piped 7-1 again. Oh, could you imagine England this time? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. They're a much better side. But yeah, that would be great against England. What? Like me, Arsenal fan for Laguna. That's what we like to hear. Big up yourself, Rally, my fellow Arsenal fan. West Ham top 6, 5th, 6th, 7th, maybe Europa again. If you want, Rally, I've got a video on the channel that I posted the other day. It's a long one though. But yeah, I've put timestamps in the comment section of that one. My Premier League predictions. Me and my brother-in-law, Edmund, we did the show together. I think West Ham won't finish inside the top 6, but my brother-in-law thinks that West Ham will finish above Manchester United. And after Man United's performance today, he's not looking wrong, but still, we've got 37 more Premier League games to go, so we'll have to wait and see. Big up yourself as well, Matt G. That Saliba video you sent, just watched it. Oh, with a certain you-know-who saying, I rated Saliba since we signed him, and then said I would not have signed him for this amount of money. Consistency. Do you know what I'm saying? Love it. Love the consistency. Liked him from the minute we signed him. No shame at all. Exactly. And then you go look back at the records. You try and find the receipts, and he says, I wouldn't have signed Saliba. Yeah. At the age Rice is still young enough to play without regret. A big move beckons for that man. Spot on. Totally agree, B&B. I think that's it. Some weird transfers. Nice in France, busy buying Schmeichel and Aaron Ramsey in a week. I know, Rally. It is weird. They seem to be signing previous Premier League players. Cole Palmer has a chance, but decent signings for Nice. They have got a bit of money. Last time I heard, they were taken over by some rich owners, but yeah, it's not really kicked on. Patrick Vieira had his spell over there. Vieira, whoa. Didn't work out. Another sign the likes of Kasper Dolberg when he was a top prospect from Ajax. They've got the players like Amin Guri, who's very good. I think he signed from Lyon. They've got some decent players there, so maybe they could be pushing for that second place Rally in Ligue 1. My mind just went blank then. Big up yourself, Moss, as well. Whoa. Does Moss call his Norwegians or does Moss call Norwegians? Yeah. Exactly. Nah, excellent. Haaland, what a performance it's been for him. I know you're on about vibes. Yeah. Check that video out. The receipts are there. Saliba, the next Rio Ferdinand. Calm down, everyone. Come on. Oh, man. That was a brilliant performance. Calvin Phillips tries to find Grealish. This is his debut, I forgot. Yeah, his competitive debut for City. Big up Moss in the place. Matt G. That's it. From one Arsenal fan to another. Nice English owner. Okay, Radcliffe. This is it. Rally. You're the man. You're the guy or girl. Whatever you are. But yeah, big up yourself, Rally. Radcliffe, is that what it is? Is that the one that was interested in Chelsea? Is it that Sir Jim Radcliffe? Is that the one? Mahrez into Alvarez. Still got it. Can have a shot here, Alvarez. Off the face of Zuma as it goes out for a corner. 3 minutes of added time. Somebody looking good in FPL. Have you got Haaland? Is that what it is? Where's Rolando and CM at? Calling Haaland a flop. What? Did they? Wait there, what? Did CM? I don't know. Did they? I don't know if it'll flop. I'm a guy. Big up yourself. I'll call you my bro, my guy. Big up yourself. And yes, thanks for that. I didn't even know. I knew they got taken over. I wasn't sure who it was. Makes sense now why they signed Ramsey and Schmeichel, because he probably would have followed them in the Premier League. Ramsey, I'm not sure if he'll do well. Schmeichel, towards the latter end of his career, but he's a decent goalkeeper. I think he'll do good there. They played Toulouse today, actually. Did Ramsey play? Let's have a look. He didn't start. Oh, Kefren Turam. That's the one I want. Keep your eye on him, people. Lilian Thuram's son. Ake with a header. Should be a goal kick. About a minute and a half left. Mario Lemina. Ramsey. did come on. Yeah, he came on for Calvin Stengs, who scored. Oh my, Ramsey scored on his debut. Oh wow. Fair play to Aaron Ramsey. Oh yeah, there you go. Scored 1 minute into his debut. Fair play. Yeah, Jim Radcliffe. Yeah, he looked at buying Chelsea. Rally knows. That's the one. I remember seeing his name at one point. Rally, I think you'll love this channel. You've got very good football knowledge. And this is what we like to do. This is the type of in-depth football talk we like to talk. You know, with a little bit of banter, a lot of it, and agendas. Long ago, they were, and you were on the show. Pros and CM. All I see is Man U losing to Tereak's Potter. My boy. Weirdest transfers is Josh King to Fenerbahce. Is he gotten there? And Lazar Markovic to a Turkish team. Remember him being a flop at Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few. You know what, Rally? There's been quite a few weird transfers that has gone to Turkey at the moment. You've seen Dries Mertens and Lucas Torreira go to Galatasaray. Lazar Markovic. It doesn't surprise me. You do see a lot of Premier League flops go there. But Josh King, he didn't have a great season last, but he scored a hat-trick against Everton, I believe. So he's still good. But I guess you can be playing European football. I don't know. Are Fenerbahce that good anymore? But yeah, I was on that show when they were talking about them. I can't even remember. But yeah, I see what you see, Moss. You see when they doubt your boys. I know you definitely remember. But yeah, man. Nah, that's the game, people. It's finished 2-0 to Manchester City. Full time for you all. Comfortable win. 2 goals from Erling Braut Haaland. And that's not this game. And the possession stats, 74% Manchester City. Their dominance was showing. It was key. Manchester City win. Big up to everyone in the place and big up to our new subscriber in Rally as well, joining us in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. And Galatasaray were awful last season, mid-table. Özil to Istanbul Başakşehir. Yes, after he had a falling out with Fenerbahce. But yeah, cruise control. I'd take Josh King over Arnautovic. Oh, I don't know. I'd still take Arnautovic over Josh King, Pax. But I see where you're going. I see where you're going. But big up yourself as well, Bobby. Thank you to everyone who joined. Says great watch along, Tereak, and big up to everyone in the chat. Go check out Bobby's channel as well. He will be doing a watch along rally if you're watching the game between Stade Reims away at Marseille. If you want to go check that one out, Bobby at Football Values TV will be streaming that one there. But big up yourself, Rally. Thanks for being a new subscriber. I hope to see you in the chat soon and again. And I will be doing an Arsenal show. So soon, stay tuned for that one. Hit the post notifications. And anyone else that is watching and new, you're more than welcome. But to the regulars, and now you're part of the TTF Rally, and it stands for Tereak Talks family. So yeah, big up yourselves. Thank you to you all. Thanks to all my TTF people. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Share this stream out. Share if you don't want to share the stream, share the channel to people so we can get to 500 subs. The community tab's coming. It's the final. Big up yourself. Love to you all. Love to you as well, Matt G. Big up yourself, Rally. Not surprised. 2-0 City. I think Liverpool or City champs can't choose. I've gone City. I've backed them. And I'll be here, bro. Cool stream. Love to yourself once and for all. Everyone, we are out. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, wherever you're watching it. If you're in Australia, it's probably not Sunday there anymore. I'm not too sure. It's a 9-hour difference. Yeah, it's not Sunday, is it? Yeah. No, it's not. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And we are out. Love to you all. And peace. Hold on. Let's get the intro/outro.